Haroun in the Sea of Stories. At the beginning of the story, protagonist Haroun Khalifa lives with his father Rashid, a famous storyteller and doctor, and his mother Soraya, until the latter is seduced by their neighbor Mr. Sengupta to leave home. Thereafter Rashid is hired to speak on behalf of local politicians but fails his initial assignment. The two are thence conveyed to the Valley of K by courier Mr. Butt, to speak for Snooty Batu, another politician. Attempting to sleep aboard Batu's yacht, Haroun discovers if the water genie, assigned to detach Rashid's imagination, and demands conversation against this decision with If's supervisor, the walrus. They are then carried to the eponymous Sea of Stories by an artificial intelligence in the form of a hoopoe, nicknamed Butt after the courier. Of the Sea of Stories, Haroun learns it is endangered by antagonist Khatam, who represents the end. In the kingdom of Gup, King Chatterjee, Prince Bolo, General Kitab, and the walrus announce their plans for war against the neighboring kingdom of Chup, to recapture Bolo's betrothed princess Batjeet. Rashid joins them here, having witnessed Batjeet's kidnapping. Thereafter Haroun and his companions join the Guppy army of pages toward Chup, where they befriend Madra, Khatam's former second-in-command. Haroun, If, Butt the hoopoe, and Molly the story's gardener, investigating the sea's old zone, are captured by Khatam's animated shadow, who plans to plug the story source at the bottom of the sea. Before he can do so, Molly destroys the machines used by him to poison the sea, and Haroun restores the sea's long and old alternation of night and day, thus destroying the antagonist's shadow and those assisting him, and diverting the giant plug meant to seal the source. In Chup, the Guppy army destroy the Chupwalas army and release Princess Batjeet, whereupon Khatam himself is crushed beneath the collapsing statue commissioned by himself. Thereafter the walrus promises Haroun a happy ending of his own story. On return to the human world, Rashid reveals Haroun's adventures to local citizens, who expel Snooty Batu. When Rashid and Haroun return home, the people of their city have become joyous to replace their customary misery, and Soraya has returned to her son and husband. The novel concludes with an appendix explaining the meaning of each major character's name.